Saban's struggle. Saban's scrutiny. Nick Saban, coach of SEC's college football team, Alabama, faces scrutiny over the turnover the program faces with coaches. Since 2007, 38 assistants have left the Alabama football program. Of the 15 most recent assistant coaches to have left the program since 2015, most did not want to comment about their tenure with Alabama and Saban. In regards to the turnover the college football program faces, Saban states, "I don't try to work our guys to death." He believes that most of the assistants who left found better football-related jobs, whether that be in college football or also the NFL. Saban's scoldings. Saban is notorious for his lashings towards coordinators when he thinks they have made a bad decision. Michael Locksley, former offensive coordinator for Alabama, said in regards to Saban's coaching style that "you're not getting a bunch of pat on the backs or great jobs." Michael Locksley was able to provide some insight to what one can expect coaching alongside seasoned Saban. After their win in last season's Orange Bowl, Saban directed criticism towards Locksley for a risky decision Locksley made during the game. Locksley put up with this scolding from Saban for the last time only because he had accepted a position as head coach for the University of Maryland prior to the Orange Bowl. Saban's salaries. The article, "Nick Saban Wins National Titles, He Loses Assistant Coaches," by the Wall Street Journal, covers stories of past and present coaches in the Alabama football program. In the offseason of 2018, Nick Saban worked to fill open positions with coordinators that he had worked alongside before. Saban hired back Steve Sarkisian as offensive coordinator, who substituted in one game after Lane Kiffin's infamous leave. The contract for hire for Sarkisian remarkably includes a $500,000 financial incentive to stay with Alabama until signing day in February of 2022. Saban's schemes. The first question I found to spark discussion between my classmates and I was, would you work for a person or a company like Nick Saban if they were to offer you a pay incentive like the one mentioned above for $500,000? I do not believe that I could take a job working with someone like Nick Saban for a pay incentive of $500,000 because I am not as money motivated as some people are. However, I might feel a little different if I had a $500,000 check in front of me with my name on it. The second question I found to spark discussion between my classmates and I was, do you think that Nick Saban had good intentions hiring Steve Sarkisian as a coordinator? Or do you think that Saban was desperate to find an assistant coach, so he offered Sarkisian a pay incentive he knew he would not refuse? I think that Saban was desperate, and incentivizing Sarkisian was the easiest way that Saban could ensure a filled coordinator spot for the 2019 football season. Saban's style. Although he has won 5 national championships and 6 SEC titles in the last decade, this is no good excuse for Saban's management and coaching style. Saban seems to think there is no relation between the turnover the Alabama college football program receives and his management style. Saban will continue to have to offer huge pay incentives in hopes he finds an assistant, or he can change the way he coaches his team and manages his coaches.